A little earlier, we spoke with the Middle East analyst Nabila Ramdani.
Well, I think the Arab League's decision to suspend the observers' mission in Syria clearly is a significant blow to the Al-Assad regime, and it is aimed at stepping up the political pressure enormously on the Syrian government. But what it also shows is that the Arab League mission has been ineffective from the start. Let's not forget that people have continued to die day after day in spite of the mission observers being on the ground since December last year. The observers are also untrained, unarmed, and also often extremely controversial people. The head of the mission, Mustafa Al-Dabi, was a Sudanese general with close ties to a regime that has been accused of genocide in Darfur. So the credibility of the mission has been very much tarnished.
Stepping up the pressure on the Syrian regime, just to perhaps overinterpret what you're saying, that would seem to imply, yes, we're moving to a situation where the UN gets more involved than it's been, but the UN Security Council countries, they're not on the same page either.
Well, the Arab League mission has formulated a will for the UN Security Council to take a further action, urgent action against the Syrian regime. So in that respect, the Arab League mission seems to be unified. But the problem is that the key to a UN resolution, of course, will be Russia. Russia has proven to be a close ally of Syria. It has made it abundantly clear that it wants to avoid, Western-style military action that we've seen in Libya. But at the same time, it's sending mixed messages. On the one hand, it is showing impatience with Syria for not be willing to bring a peaceful solution to what's going on in Syria. But on the other hand, it is selling weapons to Syria.
If the Arab League mission was bigger, if there were more people on the ground, and if the mandate was more expansive, would that be a beginning?
I think it's important to stress that the Arab League mission is not completely negative. After all, it's the first time that we are seeing Arab countries intervening in the affairs of another Arab country, so that's unprecedented. The Arab League has also formulated a plan for Bashar al-Assad in Syria to step down and hold elections. So again, it is showing a greater willingness to sort out a tumultuous region effectively. Having said that, there were never enough members in the mission involved in Syria. They were, of course, escorted by Syrian minders who were willing to show them what they wanted to show them. And I was able to interview a former member of the Arab League mission who has now left the mission and who said that the observers were threatened with death if they reported the atrocities committed by the regime, which probably led observers to issue a report suggesting that there was a decrease in the casualties in some conflict areas.